Good morning. It is Friday, October 3rd. This is the Automotive State of the Union. I'm Paul J. Daly. It's Kyle Mountsier. Today we're talking about Tesla's Rebound, $1,000 car payments everywhere, and AI chats. The private ones, might just be informing you the next ads that you see. If that's not scary for a lot of people out there, I don't know what it is.
If you think what you do is private, you've done lost your mind. just in general in the world.
Yeah, that is true. It always comes out, doesn't it?
It's crazy.
Doesn't it?
I'm always like, I'm off all Zoom calls and Google Meets and saying something, and I'm like, someone's listening. I don't know how
There's
they are.
Transcribing this right now, and pretty soon there'll be something that's generating a Sora video. If you,
we had so much lot of fun. I'm watching people just drop that stuff. Nathan, it's cool. It's
AI slop is what they're calling it. AI slop videos. I know. I mean, I had to make the John Wick video yesterday.
Yeah, that was great. The John Wick video was fun.
Retail auto should be an industry people fight to join. As I'm fighting an assassin in a really, really well-fitting suit. That messed me up. That suit fits so good. I was like, see, now I need a suit that fits.
Now you need a suit like that, right? Just perfectly tailored.
Yeah, and the muscles under the suit look slightly bigger than the ones I currently possess.
No, don't give it to yourself. You'd be good.
I got time. I got time.
You got time. Start with the suit, end with the muscus,
Right. Well, you got to get the muscles first, or the suit won't fit right.
It's true.
Yeah.
We've done enough to the people this morning. I
know. What we want to remind you of, if you haven't been a part of it, this has been a huge week for More Than Cars and Automotive State of the Union. We launched our new vision. Well, our old vision finally articulated, a brand new consolidated brand, announced that we've doubled the size of the company by merging my creative agency into Asodu. So now it is one big machine that is focused on making retail, automotive, and industry that people fight to join. We're now offering agency services. So now we can inject the More Than Cars energy and creativity and social savvy into your business. If you're a very progressive dealer, you have to be a very progressive dealer to be able to kind of get a hold of this one. Or if you're an industry partner, we would love to help you do more of the things that you see us do that you're like, I love that. How can we inject that into your business in a very kind of a strategic and consultative type of way?
Yeah.
Is that good? That's the first time I spun that one up. We've been saying it now. It's like,
you spun it really well. I'm kind of impressed. I'm like, I could just get on board with that.
Yeah. Let's talk about some news. Tesla delivered a surprise Q3 record after a rocky first half of the year, beating Wall Street expectations with nearly 500,000 EVs sold. But with the federal EV tax credit now gone, the question is whether momentum carries into Q4 and beyond. Big question everybody's asking. They delivered 97,099 vehicles, topping the estimates of 456,000. That's quite a jump. And reversing 2 straight quarters of declines. The Model 3 and Model Y deliveries rose 9%. Other models dropped 30%. So they sold a lot more Model 3s and Model Ys. Their energy business also hit a record, doubling storage deployments to 12.5 gigawatts. Rivian also posted a 32% bump, delivering 13,201 EVs in Q3. So a couple less, but seeing a bump in both.
Yeah, I think
asterisk, Barry Bonds
people are pointing to this being a surprise, this being a big thing, all the EVs. It's like, if you're paying attention in the
tell me you're not paying attention without telling me you're not paying attention.
If I talk to Joel Bassam or Alex Lawrence or any of our friends that are running EV shops, they had bonkers August and Septembers. And it's gonna, the question mark is gonna be what happens in Q4 to the Rivians and the Teslas and all of those, especially the ones that lean on their new cars as a priority. I think the used car business is going to be fine. But kudos to them. Hey, you always want to beat the projections. The interesting one here for me is the energy business hitting a record. All of the storage that they have the ability to output, whether it be in charging network or they've got the rooftop, the
solar shingles,
the shingles and stuff like that.
Never came around.
They never really came around, but they still do a lot in solar. But again, this is, and we said this yesterday, more of these on the road, people get more excited about what they're seeing and they get interested.
That's right. And also, I think it's helped that a lot of the political stuff has died down.
Yep.
right?
It definitely has. Yeah, that
It's hard to sell
uh,
Teslas when people are burning your dealership down.
unbelievable. And that's like gone. It's just gone. It's
Yeah.
not being talked
I
about.
mean, let's face it. The mob always moves on. They do. There'll be something else.
On
So Tesla's enjoying that. Elon, trying to get that $1 trillion pay package across the line. What a world.
What a world.
Speaking of what a world. Good
That's
night.
so right.
Good night. What used to be unthinkable is now becoming a little too routine. The $1,000 a month car payment. Nearly 1 in 6 new car buyers are signing up for a 4-figure note, trend driven by rising prices, interest rates, and longer terms, reshaping affordability conversations pretty much in every showroom across the country. In 2015, only 2.4% of buyers paid over $1,000 a month. That number is now almost 17%, which is crazy.
That's wild.
SUVs make up 53% of these payments, these notes with these payments. Pickups, 37%. No surprise in either of those. 5% of all of the 1,000+ buyers drove off in an F-150.
Wow.
Or it's like, yay, no.
Yeah, they're like,
yay,
okay,
no.
here we go.
Buyers are facing average loans around $42,000 at a 6.8% interest rate compared to $28,000 at 3.9% a decade ago. That is an unbelievable number right there. Terms now stretching over 68 months on average, almost a year longer than they were in 2015. Here's a quote from Cody Anderson, GSM at Freedom Ford. He says, there are some that are very shocked by the payment, and their payment thought process is like 5 years ago compared to now. If they haven't paid attention to payments, basically is what he's saying, in 5 years.
Yeah.
And when they walk in, they're like, what? Dude, when you see the comma in your monthly payment, it changes your whole day.
Average time to trade is 3 years. So for those people that, were back, especially in early days of COVID, when interest rates were crazy low, pricing was, we were driving pricing down. If you're coming back and buying now, especially with any sort of negative equity, is absolutely wild. This is rent, mortgage, coupled with I don't know if you saw this article, but in China, there's rating in rideshare stuff that says, like, does the car smell good? And it's because people are using cars as their homes, right? And this is like double down on that again. And I still go back and I hear Jonathan Smoke saying bifurcated market, and people that can afford to buy this type of vehicle are still the new car buyers. It just sidelines so many people from buying anything in the market because of how high the prices are getting in new cars. It's wild.
It's like, you think about, Jonathan Smoke has talked about many times for like an entire year now. We have all these sideline, more than a year. We have these sideline buyers. So as like, you think that trade cycle, you talked about average trade cycle being around 3 years. Wow. That's pushed to 4 and 5 years because of the tariffs, because of the inventory shortage first. And then as it moves. So yeah, a lot of surprises. That is the worst conversation to have with somebody. They come in thinking,
they come in just trying to get a car payment, and you're like, here's a mortgage.
And they probably come in, right? Like, oh, okay, my payment's been, $500. Maybe I'm willing to go to $650, maybe $700. And they're like, how about $1,098? And then let me bring in the F&I office, right?
I know. Speaking of thinking one thing and getting another.
Segue.
Time. We haven't moved to thinking yet. You still have to communicate it.
You thought you were chatting with the AI on her own, but Meta's about to supercharge its ad business by tapping into conversations people have had with the AI chatbot. Starting December 16th, you got a little bit. Chats with Meta AI will help determine not just what ads users see, but what content fills their feeds across Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Meta AI chats will now feed new ad targeting signals similar to posts, likes, and connections. Here's an example. You could talk about hiking, expect more hiking ads and related content. The company stretches sensitive topics like politics, religion, health,
what do you get? Yeah, what do you get when you're talking about marriage conflict?
Supposedly won't be used for targeting.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on.
We're not watching
that. Yeah. Last quarter, get this, $46.5 billion in ad revenue to Meta, up 21% year over year.
Oh, we've been talking about this forever. Every AI tool, ChatGPT, like one of the ads coming. They're coming because there's a lot of free versions, free users out there. It's absolutely coming. There are so many like uh-oh moment. Like, I remember the first time, I can't remember what book it was. We were reading about when it became very known that Target was really the first ones to do it. They were able to tie unique credit card IDs to a person, right? They're like,
Right.
oh, and they connected the data. They were like the first to do it. And then some father got a diaper ad that was sent to his like 17-year-old daughter. And he called and he was upset and mad about it. Meanwhile, right, she actually had gone to Target, bought a pregnancy test. So it was like, right. That was like the very first aha moment when people realized that. Now we're in a point where, like, you know, people thought it was a diary, but they're actually just informing companies what to sell to them. And it's just such a tricky line there because, like, what happens when you're talking about sensitive issues like mental health or relationship conflict or whatever?
Man.
Like, talk about a complex job of what can we serve them? What don't we serve them?
It's
What happens
open.
when we mess up serving them the wrong thing? But
Buddy,
all right, what does this mean for the auto industry?
What does it mean for the auto industry? It means that it honestly, like, if it's available, it's more ads, it's more tracking, it's more understanding who the consumer is. It's driving lower funnel shopping behavior. People are going to be asking what car to buy next. They already do it in ChatGPT. So if Meta is leveraging that, you're just going to get better targeting on the end.
Can you? Yeah, that should be huge targeting. People talking about like what their needs are and things like that. But like, we think you need a Sienna.
This is why, and I am, you know, obviously, like, enhanced audiences through partner networks and like second party data are a big deal. But the on platform data that Google and Meta have is so good that just utilizing their targeting knowledge is normally
Very
enough.
effective.
Normally
Yeah.
enough. Yep.
All right, I think we've done enough this week.
We've done the work.
I mean, we still have Saturday morning. Listen, if you don't download the audio version of this podcast, you should. If you do download
Really
it,
should.
thank you very much for doing this while you're walking the dog. Listen, we're making this industry one that everyone fights to join, telling you the news, having some fun. See you tomorrow morning.